In this video, we will be finding the square root of 175. In order to find the square root of 175, we first need to review an important math concept, which is the square root of a times b is equal to the square root of a times the square root of b. This means that if you have two numbers multiplied by each other inside of a square root, you can separate out them into individual square roots multiplied by each other. Now, if we want to apply this to the square root of 175, we first need to think of the factors of 175. While there are many factors, I will choose to use 25 and 7 because 25 is a perfect square. Perfect squares are extremely important when we're simplifying square roots because they will give us a simplified answer. Now we want to rewrite the square root of 175 as the square root of 25 times 7. Using the math rule we just went over, we can then rewrite this as the square root of 25 times the square root of 7. Because 5 times 5 gives us 25, we can rewrite the square root of 25 as just 5. Therefore, the square root of 125 can most simply be written as 5 root 7, or 5 times the square root of 7. However, we can also estimate the square root of 175 to the nearest whole number by looking at perfect squares nearby. 13 squared gives us 169, or 14 squared gives us 196. We can see that 175 is between 169 and 196. Therefore, we can write the following inequality. The square root of 169 is less than the square root of 175, which is less than the square root of 196. Because 13 squared gives us 169, we can rewrite the square root of 169 as 13, and then we can also rewrite the square root of 196 as 14 because 14 squared gives us 196. Now we can see that the square root of 175 is between 13 and 14. In order to find which value the square root of 175 is closest to, we can look at the difference between 175 and our perfect squares. We do this by subtracting. So 175 minus 169 will give us 6. And then we will do 196 minus 175, which will give us 21. As you can see, 175 is closest to 169. Therefore, the square root of 175 is closest to 13. We can therefore rewrite the square root of 175 approximated to about 13.